Welcome to Focus English with Cece.
Hey everyone, a very big welcome back to Focus English with Cece. I'm Cece, and I'm so happy to be talking with you today. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Today, we are going to talk about something that is important for every single person in the world, your health. Health is about your body, and it's also about your mind. We want both to be strong and happy.
Hi, Cece, and a big hello to all of our listeners out there. I'm Tom. I have some good news. I woke up this morning feeling great. I had a lot of energy, and I was ready for the day. It was a really good feeling.
I can tell, Tom. You sound so energetic and happy. Your voice is full of energy. I'm doing well, too. Thank you for asking. And to our audience, our friends, listening right now, how are you feeling today? I really hope you're all feeling good. And I hope you are ready to learn some very useful English with us.
This is a great topic, Cece. I think this is one of the most important topics for English learners. Learning how to talk about your health in English is so useful. Maybe you are traveling to another country and you need to see a doctor. Or maybe you're just talking to an English-speaking friend and you want to tell them how you feel. These words are for everyday life.
Exactly. That's why we are calling this episode The Healthy Mindset. A mindset is a way of thinking. So we want to help you think about your health in a positive way and give you the English words to talk about it.
In this episode, we will talk about three main things. First, what to say when you feel sick. Second, how to stay healthy every day with good habits. And third, how to talk about your feelings, like when you feel stressed.
I am so excited to share these tips and phrases with you. Before we start, if this is your first time listening to our show, welcome. We are so happy you are here. Please hit the subscribe button. When you subscribe, you join our community of learners, and you will never miss a new episode.
Yes, please do. We would love for you to join us every day. All right, Cece, I am ready. Let's get started. You know, you look really relaxed today, Cece. You look calm and happy. For me, my last week was a little bit difficult. It was a bit tough. I was feeling a bit under the weather.
Under the weather. That's a fun phrase, Tom. It's a very common idiom in English. An idiom is a group of words that has a special meaning. Can you please tell our friends, our listeners, what under the weather means?
Sure, I would love to. This is our first cool idiom of the day. When you say you are under the weather, it means you don't feel well. It means you feel a little sick. Maybe you have a small cold, or maybe you are just very tired. It means you are sick, but not very sick. It's not a serious, big problem. It's a very natural and common way to say, I'm not feeling well.
I love that. It sounds much more natural than saying, I am sick. So, for example, if a friend asks me, Cece, do you want to go to the movies tonight? I can say, oh, I can't come to the movies tonight. I feel a bit under the weather. Is that right?
That is perfect. Exactly right. Your friend will understand that you are not 100% and you need to rest. They will probably say, oh no, I hope you feel better soon.
Great. Thank you for explaining that so well. So, Tom, what happened last week? What made you feel under the weather?
Well, I think I caught a cold. I went running outside and the air was very cold. The next day, I started to feel bad. I felt so tired, Cece. I just wanted to stay in bed all day. I had a bad headache, and I had a sore throat. It was really annoying. It bothered me a lot.
A sore throat is the worst. When you have a sore throat, it hurts to talk and it hurts to drink or eat. We need simple words for these common health problems. A headache and a sore throat are very common.
Right. And I want to give our listeners a simple grammar tip. Remember to use the word ache for a quiet, steady pain. It's a pain that continues for some time. We put ache at the end of a body part. For example, head ache, headache.
Stomach ache, stomach ache.
Back ache, backache.
Toothache, toothache.
You can say, I have a headache. And we use the word hurts if a body part is painful, especially when you move it. For example, you can say, my back hurts, or my leg hurts after I fell down.
That's so simple, but so important. So I can say, I have a stomach ache, or I can say, my stomach hurts. Both are correct and mean the same thing. That's a great tip, Tom. So, with your headache and sore throat, did you have to go to the doctor?
No, luckily it was not that bad. I just decided I needed to get some rest. This is another very important phrase. Get some rest. Means to relax, to lie down, and to sleep. I also drank lots of hot tea with honey and lemon, and I just tried to take care of myself. I believe that simple self-care, like resting and drinking tea, works best sometimes for small problems like a cold.
That's very smart, Tom. You listened to your body. Your body was telling you, hey, I need a break. You chose to prevent or stop a bigger problem from happening. That is always the goal. But now let's talk about what happens when we do need to see a doctor. Sometimes self-care is not enough. If you feel very sick or if you are not getting better, it is very important to see a doctor.
Okay, let's practice what to say at the clinic or the doctor's office. This can be very scary for English learners, but we will teach you some simple phrases to make it easier.
Yes. So imagine you're in the doctor's room. The doctor walks in. They will probably smile and say, hello, what seems to be the problem? Or, how can I help you today? You don't need to use big, difficult medical words. You can just say something simple. For example, I feel sick, or I have a cough, or I have a fever.
Those are perfect. And if the problem is not new, if it started a few days ago or a week ago, you can say, I've been feeling tired for a week. The phrase, I've been feeling blank, is very useful. It tells the doctor that the problem started in the past, and it is still happening now. You can use it with many words. I've been feeling dizzy. Dizzy is when you feel like you are spinning and might fall down. I've been feeling sick for 3 days.
Perfect. So after you talk to the doctor, they might give you some medicine. They will give you a piece of paper called a prescription. You take the prescription to the pharmacy to get the medicine. The doctor will tell you how to take the medicine. It's so important to understand these instructions.
Yes, it is. The doctor or the pharmacist might say, take 1 pill twice a day. Twice a day means 2 times a day, usually 1 in the morning and 1 at night. They might also say, take this medicine 3 times a day. That means morning, noon, and night. And you should always ask this important question. Should I take it before or after meals? A meal is breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some medicine is better with food in your stomach, and some is better with an empty stomach. This is a very important question to ask.
Yes, it is. That's a great tip. And what if you have a simple problem, like a small cold, and you go to the pharmacy without a doctor's paper, without a prescription? You can walk up to the pharmacist and ask, can I get something for a cold? Or can I get something for a headache? It's a short, simple, and polite way to ask for help. Okay, great job, everyone. We've talked about the sick part. We learned how to say you feel under the weather, how to name symptoms like a headache, and what to say at the doctor's office. Now, let's move on to the fun part. Let's talk about what we do every day to stay strong and healthy so we don't get sick.
Yes, this is my favorite part. For me, staying healthy is about three simple things. I call them my three pillars of health. They are exercise, food, and sleep. Let's start with exercise. Exercise means moving your body. I try to exercise or go jogging 3 times a week.
That's great, Tom. 3 times a week is a very good habit. Do you like to go to a gym or do you prefer being outside?
I love being outside. I love jogging in the park. The fresh air makes me feel so good. When I exercise, it helps me relax my mind. If I am worried about work, a good jog helps me forget my problems. And, of course, it makes my body feel strong. How about you, Cece? What kind of exercise do you like?
I like walking. I try to go for a long walk every day. And I want to tell our listeners, you don't have to run a marathon. You don't have to be a super athlete. Walking is great exercise too. The important thing is just doing it regularly. Regularly means you do it often, like every day or a few times a week. Consistency is the key.
That is a great tip on exercise. The most important step is the first step. Now, let's talk about our second pillar, our fuel. And our fuel is food. Cece, do you follow a very strict diet?
Not very strict, Tom. I love food too much, but I try to be smart about what I eat. For example, I try to eat more vegetables like broccoli, carrots, and spinach, and I try to cut down on sugar. The phrase cut down on is very useful. It means to have less of something. So I try to eat less cake, less candy, and drink fewer sugary sodas. I think the best rule is everything in moderation. That means it's okay to eat a little bit of everything. A little cake is okay. A lot of cake every day is not okay.
I completely agree. Everything in moderation is a fantastic rule for life. And when we talk about food, we can't forget the simplest and most important healthy habit, drinking water. I try to drink 2 liters of water every day. It can be hard to remember. So when I forget, I set a reminder on my phone. My phone beeps and a message says, "Tom, drink some water."
That is such a good idea. Using your phone to build good habits. I love it. Okay, so we have movement with exercise, and we have fuel with food and water. Now for the last pillar, and for many people, maybe the hardest thing, good sleep.
It is so hard. I know I need to sleep for 7 or 8 hours a night, but sometimes I have to stay up late working. When I don't sleep well, the next day is very difficult. I feel tired and I can't focus. My brain feels slow. Sometimes after a few nights of bad sleep, I feel like I've just hit a wall.
Hit a wall? That sounds painful. Tom, that is another great idiom. Can you tell us what to hit a wall means?
Of course, that's our second idiom for today. To hit a wall means you are completely exhausted. You have no energy left. This can be mentally, in your brain, or physically, in your body. It means you feel so tired that you have to stop what you are doing. You cannot continue anymore.
Ah, I understand. So, for example, if I am studying English for many hours and suddenly my brain feels so tired I can't read one more sentence, I can say, I've hit a wall. I need a break.
That is the perfect way to use it. Yes, when you hit a wall, you must listen to your body. Your body is sending you a very clear message. It's saying, stop, I need to get some rest. I need to recharge.
Now, this leads us to our last section, which is so important. Let's talk about the mind, our mental health. Sometimes we eat well, we exercise, and we sleep well, but we still feel bad. We feel stressed or sad. Mental health is just as important as physical health.
It really is. In the past, people didn't talk about their feelings very much, but now it is becoming more normal and more accepted. And we have simple English phrases to talk about these feelings. For example, you can say, I feel stressed, means you have a lot of worry, maybe from work or school. I feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed is a great word. It means you feel like you have too much to do and you don't know where to start. It feels like a big wave is crashing over you.
That's a powerful feeling, being overwhelmed. And we should all remember, it's okay not to be okay. It is normal to feel sad or stressed sometimes. Everyone feels this way. If you feel down or sad, you can tell a friend or family member, I need a break, or I want some quiet time alone.
Exactly. Saying, I need a break, doesn't mean you are weak. It means you're strong. It means you care about yourself and you know what you need. We should be open and honest about mental health now. Talking about your feelings is a healthy thing to do.
I completely agree, Tom. Thank you for sharing that. So, let's remember the main message of our show today. A healthy body helps you have a healthy mind, and a healthy mind helps you have a healthy body. They work together. Okay, everyone, before we finish, let's quickly check the simple words and useful phrases we learned today. We will say them one more time. This will help them stick in your memory.
Let's start with symptoms. These are the signs that show you are sick. Headache means pain that you feel in your head. For example, I have a bad headache. Sore throat means when your throat hurts, especially when you swallow food or water. For example, I can't talk because I have a sore throat.
Great. Next, let's review words for the clinic or doctor's office. Checkup means a visit to the doctor when you are not sick, just to make sure you are healthy. For example, I go for a checkup every year. Prescription means the special paper the doctor gives you so you can buy medicine at the pharmacy. For example, I need a prescription to buy this strong medicine.
Perfect. Now, let's review our healthy habits, the good things we do to stay strong. Go jogging means to run slowly for exercise. For example, I go jogging in the park every morning.
Eat more vegetables means to include more healthy foods like carrots, broccoli, and salad in your meals. For example, I try to eat more vegetables than meat.
Get some rest means to relax, sleep, or do a quiet activity, especially when you are tired or sick. For example, if you are very tired, you must get some rest.
And finally, here are the two very useful idioms we learned today. Using idioms will make your English sound much more natural, like a native speaker. 1. Under the weather. This means you are a little bit sick or feeling unwell. It's often used for a mild cold, a headache, or general tiredness. For example, I can't go to work. I'm feeling under the weather.
2. Hit a wall. You have reached a point where you are completely exhausted, mentally or physically, and you cannot continue what you are doing. For example, from today, I studied for 4 hours and then I hit a wall. I need a break. Okay, everyone, as we finish today, remember the main idea from our episode. Small changes make a big difference. You don't need to change everything in one day. Even small steps, like drinking one more glass of water or walking for 15 minutes, will help your health over time. Learning English is the same. You don't need to learn 100 words every day. Just practicing for 15 minutes a day is a wonderful habit. Aim for progress, not perfection.
That is such a beautiful way to say it, Tom. Yes, be kind to yourself in your health and in your English learning journey. If this episode helped you feel more confident to talk about your health, please give it a like and subscribe to Focus English with Cece. It helps our show reach more learners just like you.
And we have a question for you. Please tell us in the comments below, what is one simple healthy habit that you have, or what is one healthy habit you want to start? For example, you can write, I want to drink more water, or I go for a walk every evening. We would love to read your answers.
Thank you so much for your wonderful tips today, Tom. And thank you to everyone for listening. We will see you all next time.
Bye-bye, everyone. Stay strong, stay healthy, and keep learning.